Hey, it's Angel Vane, and this is episode 22 of my author's diary. Now today, I'm going to be giving you a little bit of insight into the characters that are going to fall in love in my sweet small town holiday romance that I'm writing for NaNoWriMo in this November 2019. Let's start off with just a description of the two characters, the female love interest and the male love interest, and then I'll take you into a little bit of some of these celebrities that I would envision playing the two roles after I tell you a little bit about the characters. First up is my female lead. Her name is Ciara Thompson, and Ciara is a news reporter for a local Houston news station, and she goes out and she covers all the different news stories, but she actually grew up in Old Town Tomball. She left Old Town Tomball never planning to come back there ever again because of some tragic or critical event that happened to her in the past. She's not very keen on trying to go back to her small town roots. She really wants to stay in the big city. She's a career girl. She's trying to pursue her career, and she really has no time for love. She don't have no time to think about all that stuff because she is striving to get a news anchor spot at the news station. So that's how the story begins, is Ciara is in that type of frame of mind where she feels like her career is first over everything else in her life, and she is pretty much tunnel vision towards getting that news anchor role and doing whatever it takes to get that news anchor role. Now let's talk about my male love interest. His name is Luke Diamond. Now Luke actually grew up in Dallas, Texas, which is a little bit surprising that I would have a character that grew up in Dallas, since I am a born and raised Houston person. But anyway, so Luke grew up in Dallas. He's one of those types of people that, he became an adult and he's really kind of struggling with what his purpose is in life and what he really wants to do with his life. He has 4 younger brothers who have gone off and gotten married, and they have kids and they have careers and things, and he's a firefighter in Dallas, but he really doesn't feel like he's tapped into what his true purpose is in life. His grandfather passing away is what leads him to move to Old Town Tomball, and when he moves to the smaller town, a slower environment away from the city life, he really finds his purpose, and he really gets into community involvement and trying to make a difference in people's life through his volunteer efforts and through being a firefighter. That's Luke, and that's where he is at the start of the book. Now, he's not opposed to falling in love. He's been dating, trying to find that connection, but Luke is very particular. He's not going to settle just for any old girl. He wants to feel that magic, that spark, that chemistry. He wants to make sure that they're connected on all facets and all levels. He's not going to settle for anything less. He's not in any rush to get it, but he knows what he's looking for, and so far all the women that he's been dating, they're not meeting his expectations. That's Ciara and Luke. Now let's get to who I would think could play them if this was a movie or a TV show. So first up, for Ciara, the look and kind of feel and essence of her, it tapped into someone that I remember back way years ago from the Bernie Mac show. Her name is Camille Winbush. That's Camille Winbush. And I think, she's exactly how I envision Ciara. Her look, the poise, the confidence, the sweetness, that's the undercurrent there. That's all part of Ciara's, her character and her personality. And I think Camille would be excellent playing her. Now for Luke, now I'm tapping back into one of my old crushes from back in the day. So you guys may or may not know that I loved the show Smallville, absolutely loved it. Not only was Clark my crush, but also the actor that played Oliver Queen was my crush. And that actor is Justin Hartley. Now Justin, he actually matches Luke to a T except for his eye color. For some reason, I feel like Luke has to have green eyes. Justin Hartley does not have green eyes, but that's okay, because if by the magic of, whatever that would make my book become a TV show or a movie, Justin decides to play the role, we just slap some green contacts in his eyes and keep on rolling, because he is who I envision for being Luke. So that is my character inspiration and a little bit of some insight into the characters of Ciara and Luke. Now, the book is really around the trope of fate and soulmates and these people who are just meant to be with each other. And so I hope that that piques your interest and you go on out to my website to read some of the chapters that I put up so far. Now, keep in mind, this is my initial draft. This is a rough draft. So really just read it for the story and not for like the sentence, and ignore my typos and my brackets and all the different things I may have in there, because this really is my initial draft. It has not gone through any type of editing process, but I would love if you would go out there and read it and then drop me a comment and let me know what you think about the story, what you think about the characters. That would be really amazing if you did that. That concludes this episode of my author's diary. Now, if you want to keep up with me and all the ups and downs that I go through as I try to write and publish new books, click the subscribe button, then wait until you see that little bell, then you have to click that bell too, and then you'll be alerted every time that I do a video. And I will see you next time.